Alright, hello everyone. CoKo here with Let's Play Elden Ring DLC. Part 28. So we found this site of grace last time on the Cerulean coast after going in here and like going underneath this area. So now we got like the rest of the Cerulean coast back to the original Start of Grace. Oh, I'm being summoned. I must be as a hunter. I didn't even have time to sign up for anything. So I've had bad luck with being summoned as a hunter, like generally speaking, but also more recently with the DLC and like bugs related to matching. Like I show up and I get the like something's wrong. You're doing something wrong. Oh, the host of fingers died. Well, I didn't get a chance to help. Might as well sign up for some co-op, because it's fun. Oops. Bunch of stuff happening. Oh, you don't actually use any FP until you do the following attack, so the pose doesn't cost you anything. It's good to know. Worth it. Alright. You get to live. Okay. So is that the one? No. That's the one where it's the secret one. Okay, so I did this. And over here there's stuff. Yeah, I did that. Hey. Alright, so I've been up this one. And that one. Might be time to take on that dragon. I fought him a few times in co-op. Might as well take him out now. Okay, so I was using this talisman that does the stance enhancement, but it didn't, I don't know, I couldn't tell that it was helping. Alright, fire is not magma. So I think if I use this, then the projectile magic thing would also be increased, which is kind of nice. I can test it out. But the dragon does Ghost Flame. Do I have anything that protects against Ghost Flame? Maybe like magic negation. I don't even know, really. Guess it's worth a try. Alright, let's see who we got. No, I don't want to rest. I want to summon friends. They really should have thought of this. Dragon Hunter? Dragon something. Devout. Okay. Hello, friend.
Hey!
Let's go. Come on. Here he comes. Cool. They made that very easy for me. Alright, now I'm taking care of the dragon. I can spend a little more time in these areas. Is there a guy standing up there, or was I making that up? I guess I made that up. I went up this one. I think it was like the first thing I did. Alright, where are we going to be summoned to? Somewhere fun? You know, it's pretty annoying when this happens. It's annoying to get that far in the process, too. That would have been an interesting, like, dragon fight right after this one. Alright. It kind of bothers me that I've gotten to the point of, like, optimizing these flasks things. Like, I'm so strong, I optimize my flask usage. I never really run into danger. I guess I'm just so scarred from, like, learning this game. You can never get that back. Like, Elden Ring was my first FromSoft game. And, like, even when I played Dark Souls, like, I knew what I was doing. And, like, because it was early in the going, there was just Demon Souls before it. Their game design probably, like, assumed a lot of players didn't really know their way of doing things. But coming backwards after Elden Ring, I understood everything in the game immediately. And so I didn't really have that experience like I had in Elden Ring of just being lost. Not like on the map, but lost in terms of gameplay. Also on the map. Dark Souls was great, though. I enjoyed it. But, like, I played very methodically. I was a strength build, and I had a mace, which you get, like, early on or start with. And I just poured levels into it, and I was able to do a ton of damage. Yeah, where am I? Because this is a... Whoa. Oh, okay. I thought that was something else, but it was just a tree. Pretty little corner. There was a gap somewhere. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe it just looked like one. It's over there. I don't need more rata fruit. Okay, good. Don't want to leave behind the items. Human bone shard. I wonder if anyone has deciphered the text. Not in the real world, I mean in the in-game mythology. Okay. So then these are big tombs as well. Did I go up there? Can you go up there? Yeah, maybe. I really don't remember. I didn't explore that area where the site of grace is a ton. And now to murder a bunch of shadow beings who are just hanging out. And a good doggo who's protecting them. See what this says. Victory! Yay! Okay. I'll go there in a second. I just want to check out this corner. Another turtle. I don't think there's going to be anything over here. There's a deep purple lily. Can't pull the same trick on that one. This rata fruit does not stand out very well. So I pass it and go, I gotta get that material. And it's useless rata fruit. And even if you didn't bother collecting it, you get the bell bearing to buy it. Alright, so I went up here before, but I just unlocked the site of grace. Where are we gonna go? Is that a person? No, it's just a grave. Did it say hunter there? I missed it. I think it said hunter. Normally the hunter is shown immediately because I think they determined that early on in the sync up process. Okay, this is buggy. It could be version mismatches or something. I don't know. But this frequently, it's very annoying. Alright. Now we get to see what's up here. Oh no, hands. map ahead. The other direction, right? Nice little beach. It is a gorgeous view. Alright, when I get back, I'll make some fire pots for those hands. Fire pots are really useful to stun them for a second. Learn that the hard way. Alright. Hello, Knight Artorias. I remember fighting you. We were doing well. Oh, I also have this fire thing. That could be fun to try on the hand. Oh, there's a bunch of these. Yeah, they are They are quite annoying. Alright, so you can drop to this beach from over here, but can't go back up. So that's good. That's good. Beautiful. Alright, so this is like the edge. Gotta make some big pots. No time. Let's see where we go. Oh, cool. Deeper depths. This is the dragon. The Lich Dragon.
Let's get to it.
Alright, Fia's champions first. Oh, so this is technically two different bosses. I think I've encountered that before. So first you fight Fia's champions, and then I guess you interact with Fia again, and then you get access to the gate. Yeah, I was expecting that, but it's okay. It's no big deal. Yeah, I don't really know how like a lot of other people play, but for me, one of the ideals, like doing a seamless type co-op, is probably, oh, you can go wind all the way around this, cool. Is kind of like what I want, but it helps if you like have a voice chat going and you know the person, or at least like are comfortable enough with them to do a voice chat and spend time with them. But if you're not doing that, then doing just like smaller segments, but just throughout the entire game, is kind of what would be the dream for me. And because they do matching based on like level and stuff, I end up getting the same things over and over again. Like Fia's Champions, although Fia's Champions are not a difficult boss, it's at least fun to get to do that. I haven't done that one in a long time. Okay, so this brings me, I guess, up here. I think all of this up top has not been explored. So if I go along the coast, what on earth? Where's the water? This? Okay. Let's follow the water. Let's take a peek up here real quick. Horse on the beach. That's pretty cool. There's no hidden path. You're being ridiculous. How far out does this go? Pretty far out. There's even some loot to draw your eye to it. Some small hands. That's a big hand waiting. Oh, I've gotten good at spotting those. Whew. At a necessity. Oh yeah? You're gonna play coy? There's another hand with an item next to it. Oops. No. He probably had an item drop. I should have just waited. I kept getting the delay wrong for switching my weapon. Hey, Ray Lucaria. Great. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. I love doing stuff like this.
Hey! Hey!
Hey!
Where'd the other guy go? I guess he died. Wow. Oops. I got credit anyway. Which is good. That means I get a heal. I don't even know if I needed one. How long has this stream been going? An hour? Not yet. 45 minutes. So, if there was a drop by that guy, I'll never know about it. A lot of times those big hands drop like somber smithing stones, but not the dragon ones, or whatever the top one is called, ancient dragon something. Wow, that's very pretty. And so it's still a biggie because I can buy everything up to the last one. Did I? I did sign up. Sometimes it's hard to tell whether you got the light out. So nothing up here. Yeah, this Cerulean Coast is sparser than even the DLC areas, which are pretty sparse compared to the base game. Just nothing over here. Was that the extent of it? I think so. Okay, so the only way to continue is up this way. I also didn't do the other one of these from the other side over here, or whatever it is, here. Whichever one it is. I'll have to remember to come back. I feel like I grabbed that, and then I ran back and said, let's go along the beach before we go ahead. Was that a totally different area? Oh, hey. Side of Grace over here? Oh, ho, 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 ho. This goes down to the finger ruins. Cool. I don't want to rest yet. Strong foe, try night. Oh, incredible. That is so creepy looking. Oh, and it's got its own music. Now we're talking. I can see something over there. Hands. Okay, I am excited to do this area, but I should complete the other bit of the Cerulean Coast before I come over here. Yes, fingers. I thought there was a group that I didn't kill. And here they are. I guess if I'm gonna get a flask refill... There's another big one. 2 of them. Cool.
Hey!
Hey, don't take on the Erdtree Avatar yet. I rolled in time. Give me a break. No, come on, host. We would have had a good thing going too, because that's not considered a great boss. So you keep going after those. Not those like everyone. Not those like every one of the Erdtree avatars. Most of them are bosses. So you're done the co-op session when you beat them, but those you're not. Did I mistake 1 for 2? I thought there was a second hand over here. Hunter, which means almost guaranteed issue of some kind. Connection error, or I get there and the battle's over one way or another. I saw... Okay. So the only times, not the only times, but many of the times when a hunter session is not like over immediately is when it's set up to be one-on-one combat, which can be fun. It's pretty interesting how the communication works. Like, you know, first couple times it took me a second to understand what was happening, but like you got a sense that people were playing a different game inside the game. That host was like, I don't care. I think he had that invader on his own. Nevertheless, at least it was an actual session. Yeah, the thing about doing co-op is it increases the amount of runes you get, like, by a factor of 10 or something. Okay. Oh. Alright, so these guys didn't leave somber smithing stones. That's kind of nice. So maybe I didn't miss out on one. Alright, so that's where I jumped down. Ill-omened creature. Oh, this keeps going up. Did what? Whoa. Smithing stone 2. Yeah, I think Liurnia of the Lakes is like my favorite area for a couple of reasons. Like design-wise, aesthetically, it's really cool. The types of enemies they have and the way they're arranged is really fun. And it happens at the point in the game. Some of this is, specific to me, which is fine. Like, it's my own personal opinion. But I think some of, like, what I experienced will be commonplace, both to experienced from soft players and newbies, which is like, okay, there's a way to get down from here. I should follow this. But it's just after the initial area, so you're starting to get a sense of your build and some ability and some, like, you're still, like, early on, but you're not totally scared of getting one shot by even the weakest of enemies. Yeah, I was worried about that. It had that look of being a... Oh, the shit. Oh, no. So, my runes are probably going to be on that ledge, so I'm going to have to grab them and then warp out. It's fine. I was too distracted talking about Liurnia. But, like, for my build, as an intelligence pure mage, and I didn't even know that there was, like, scaling you could do for weapons to make use of any kind of melee stuff. So I was like a glass cannon, and I had just started to get a few levels into intelligence and, like, to make my magic more powerful. But I still really couldn't get hit too much. So Liurnia of the Lakes was like, hit me at that perfect place where, okay, I had a build, I could do some damage, I had some things, but I was nowhere near strong enough. And in fact, I was probably way too weak. And that's what made it fun. I knew enough about the game, some of the, mechanics around dungeons and stuff. Yeah, this is They should fix this. I don't think that was intentional. Okay. Let's go here and see what it was that I missed over here. I think now we're about an hour into the stream. Just about. But I think we'll keep going. It might be... I'm 20,000, or like, yeah, like 16,020 and 40, I guess, away from a level up. I'm not going to use any consumables for that. I'll just bide my time. But might as well play the precautionary game. Okay, so when I was here, there are the hands down there. I did those. I don't know if I came up here. Probably not. Yeah, I didn't encounter that one because I would have remembered it. The first trap guy I encountered was down the other side. Alright, so let's hurdle over this. Okay. So I went down this alley, I guess, to get to the water. Nothing else. Okay, so let's try getting up here. Is this area anything? Have we been here before? Maybe? No, I have not. Ooh. Good times. A record of crafting techniques left by a disciple who pursued the teachings of the Saint of Sleep. Saint of Sleep. I like that. Yet what seemed a gentle sleep at first ripened into velvet. Oh, jeez. That sentence packs a punch. So that's why he was sitting there. It was a gentle sleep next to a tree. And now he's a skeleton. So, eternal sleep pot. Whew. So... that was the virtual assistant whose name I shan't say, thinking I was talking. Ooh, Eternal Sleep Pot. Higher FP cost, but I assume does more. Uses these deep purple lilies that I've been collecting. Okay. Let's have a couple of them around. Whoa. Oh, the description is interesting. The weak are powerless to resist this velvety sleep and will never be roused again. I wonder if that just means that, like, yeah, they go into sleep and they stay like that until the end of the battle. Or it's like an instant death kind of thing. I'll try it out at some point. We'll find out. Oh god, I don't want to be this close to the ledge. It does provide a nice view. I should get the beach in here. Okay. There we go. So that's that. There's an item there. And beeping you heard in the background was my dryer. Finished its cycle. Okay, I was wondering. I was like, there's got to be something up here. I'm gonna try it out. I don't think he's affected by sleep. Fun. So he appeared immune to sleep. I think I got the item from that one. And this is where I was. Okay, and this is where the item is, right? That one? Yeah. Let's go over there and get that item. So I'm going to jump from there and down. That extra jump probably made the fall a little too much. I've gotten like 5 of these in this area. That's a lot. Alright, where are those bugs? I just ran over them. Okay, so I did this and this. Can't get up there, it seems. I think I did this too, right? Which direction is it over there? Okay, I'm being summoned. But I think I've done everything now in the Cerulean Coast. Dinosaur time. I wonder if I could put the dragon to sleep. Whoa. Oh boy. Well, no shame in that. Alright, now how do I get down from here? Definitely not over here. Maybe? I guess here. So there's the pathway. Hey. Yeah, I don't think I went up there. think I broke a rune and didn't get it. Yep. Too bad. Hey. Gonna need these purple lilies. I like that sleep pot, even though I haven't successfully used it yet. So did I go down here? I did. It's kind of neat how that was sliding down. I do want to touch this bloodstain. I'm curious. What did you do? Well, so be it. I like these giant tombs. Just a shame there isn't like anything like on them, like enemy wise. Okay, so this peninsula I covered. So I've done this, I've done this, I've done the central area, all around here, in there. This top layer I haven't done. I don't think I've accessed it from anywhere. Right, okay. Another thing I haven't done is really here where the furnace golem is. I could potentially... I think I've met one furnace golem, like the one in the starting area, and I summoned help and took him on. I might do that. Now we'll see. The way these summoning things have been working, even though I beat this dragon, I think the summoning effigy will still work. Not quite sure why that is. They either changed the rules or the furnace golem counts. Okay, good timing. Let us see where I go. Bonnie Jail.
Hey!
Too late. That thing doesn't seem to do anything. was fun. He missed a lot of things in the dungeon. But I can understand being on that side of things and not wanting to, like, hold up someone while you explore every little corner. My controller's still vibrating. Sometimes that bug happens. Alright, guess we're increasing mind. Boy, almost level 250. That's nuts. It's way too much for not even New Game Plus DLC. I don't know how they did scaling, but I gotta figure whether you're in New Game Plus or Plus 2 or Plus 3 factors into it somehow. Okay, so what I want to do is summon buddies. Aw, no, I can't. So I messed that up. I should have gotten the buddies to go after the furnace golem first. But I wasn't really thinking. So that means I'm going to have to do the furnace golem all by myself. That's curious. At both the mausoleums, after defeating the mausoleum boss, I was able to summon at the effigy. That's how I got the other furnace golem, was I did the mausoleum boss first. And I recently encountered the other mausoleum on, like, that island over here on the Cerulean coast. With the dancer boss. And I was able to summon after defeating that boss. But not here. So, if I'm gonna do this, then I should get a fire damage negation. And I believe I got items that were like fire damage negation. The pickled liver. They didn't seem to make a ton of difference, but might as well try. So I'm at risk of getting invaded if I don't do that. Oh, so I did go over there at least. No big crab? Why are you so large? Come on. Hey. Oops. Ooh, lightning perfume bottle. That's a weapon, right? Like those other ones I got. That's a good find. It's a good thing I came back over here. So that's where the forager brood was. Alright, so how can I avoid fire? Sweet heavens. What am I supposed to do? Good lord. I'm gonna assume I can't jump in there. Yikes. Yikes. He's annoying. He's really annoying. I kind of saw a pattern this time to be able to dodge those fire attacks and then have time to get in there. Yep, still nothing. So the fireproof pickle liver didn't really help a lot. Yep, timed that wrong. Okay. Phew! Alright, I figured them out. It was some work, but I figured them out. Let's get my runes back. Why don't I remember that crab? Hey, he's a round rock. And just a regular skull. That's why. He was over here when I fought him last time. Good times. So I figured out his moves. You can stay close and hack and try and get both legs. I think it's like you got to get the stance break on both legs and then he falls over. Or you just got to get it twice, something like that. And you just have to jump on his stomp. So it's... These games, it takes a bit to recognize that the gameplay mechanics are not exactly intended to be like corresponding to an intuitive understanding of like a physical reality. So, for the example of the furnace golem, the area around me was littered with flames. So you think, okay, if there's flames, then I'm going to get hit by the flames and get damage as long as I'm standing anywhere in that area. But that's not the case. It's you have to dodge at the point at which the flames hit you And then you're good, whether or not you're standing amongst them visually. And that applies to all bosses. Like, a boss's attack will be happening, like, if it's a sword, the sword could be going through you or whatever. And it won't do damage to you if you've done the dodge at the appropriate moment. So, it's kind of like two independent things happening. There's like like an enemy's moveset, which is designed to look good and realistic, and not realistic, but like, you know, like for within the game universe, like be fun and interesting and exciting. And then you're also supposed to learn like the combat mechanics, and they don't have to match up perfectly, and you get a handle of that just fine once you recognize that and start playing accordingly. So Furnace Golem, it totally seems like you should just run away when he's stomping, but if you run away when he's stomping, you never have an opportunity to hit him. And that's what I tried at first. And then I recognized that all you gotta do is jump, with or without torrent, it seemed, at the moment that he stomps, and then you're fine. That made it much easier. And then there's a visual cue that comes down from higher up when he's about to do that, like, bubble over, launch fireballs attack. Oh, there's still residue of the Furnace Golem. That's kind of cool. So when you see him preparing to do that, you could just... That's when you... It seems probably that like the best approach is to get your distance and just run in a circle around him. And then once that's gone, you can go back in. And critical hit does a lot of damage. Cool, so that covers this area. So I would venture to guess that that's everything in the Cerulean Coast now. I could go to the Hands Graveyard thing. Alright, is there anything I wanted to do in the world at large before I get to that? So that's here, so it's going to be this area. Oh, that might be how I get over to this, to the map piece. Potentially maybe this way. Doesn't really look like it would go, but I guess it does. So you come down here, you enter this thing. Who knows what happens? I don't know, maybe not. This doesn't really totally look like it's passable terrain. So this might be a self-enclosed area with like a boss at the center or something. So I still have that to do. I don't know how to get to the top part of this. I don't think I've been there. And there's a lot of it too. Yeah, that would be like where the petrified dragon remains would be. So up here too. Dragon Pit Terminus. Oh. So maybe that's how. I just never noticed it. Because I crossed this bridge, I guess. Yeah, that's the path I took. So you're telling me that all I had to do was go this way from the lake where I fought this dragon here, and then I could have gone all the way to the petrified dragon and then continued over to this area. Huh. Cool, so that's another area I can do. And then, of course, there's going over this bridge into this area. And then lastly, going through this fortified area into this castle. And then whatever else I then get access to. And of course this too. I fast-tracked from that side of Grace to get the map piece, but I didn't really explore any of this area. It looks like it's just the ground level, but No, you get to hear. There's stuff. So, I have plenty of areas to make progress in. So now I have a choice. Like, I'm always tempted by getting a map piece, but I don't think the finger area is going to lead there anyway, so that doesn't give me a reason to prioritize that. Let's check with this guy real quick and see if he has anything to say about all these Miquella's crosses that I've been finding. Last time he didn't, and I was surprised. Because he's just standing there, like, waiting. He's still there.
Righteous tarnished. What brings you here?
I want to tell you about things. See? Here we go. This is exactly what I expected. Alright, the eye was abandoned. Which one was that? I forget.
I am much obliged. I can hardly believe it. He's divested himself of his very eye.
I think he's dead now.
Miquella's eye is no mere morsel of flesh. It is a vessel of soaring grace. Proof of his Empyrean lineage. I wonder...
Alright, calm down.
Does Miquella the Kind intend to sever his very birthright?
Probably.
His fate as a child of the Earth?
Probably.
Righteous tarnished. Concerning Kind Miquella's intentions. Why he is here. The full picture is yet to coalesce, but we do know that he is bound for the Tower of Shadow, and that is where he intends to rise to true godhood. The Tower of Shadow houses a divine gateway. A well-kept secret it was, but the gateway was once the birthplace of a god.
Whoa.
A god we know
America.
all too well.
Or maybe Mesmer. Probably America. Birthplace. If I remember correctly, America was from the, like, a descendant or of the race of people that was the, like, underground city people before they were cast underground. I forget the name of them. Newman? Newman. Yeah, that was it. So we'll see how that connects to this. It could be Mesmer that was born here, though.
Righteous tarnished. Well, I am much obliged. To think there was a cross left in such a faraway place, and the deep purple water lilies would be blooming.
They
there.
are.
This can only mean kindly Miquella has divested himself, even of that.
Of what?
His adoring other self.
Oh.
His blossom of slumber.
Okay.
Righteous tarnished.
So I think I was wrong in, like, my mistrust of him for wanting this information. It looks like it's just a way of giving you lore as you progress. So you find these crosses. Each time you find one, or at least some, you know, some subset of them, you tell this guy, and he goes, "Oh, okay," and then he gives you lore related to that that cross. So I'm not really suspicious of him anymore. I just think it's a way for him to tell me lore,
Righteous tarnished.
and then we'll see what happens.
Welcome. I love for you. Things.
All right. Same old.
Goodbye.
I also have that NPC, Theolier, who I could tell that I want to die, but still not ready to do that. These two are hanging out there. I don't think they're going to tell me anything new. Wait, was that Letta? And then Freya was hanging out there. I guess we could check with Freya, see if Freya's got anything to say. Freya fought with us, and now is just hanging out there.
Let us both take kindly Miquella. May we meet again.
Alright, so nothing new. Yep. So that's it. I still left a marker on these dungeons. This one was... There wasn't a return thing. So let me remember the names before I end the stream. Ruined Forge of Starfall Pass. And the Bonnie Jail, where that item that I didn't get was. Ruined Forge of Starfall Pass. I'm gonna look them up and see if there's anything I'm missing in them, and then I can take the marker away. Or you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna preemptively take the marker away. Either I look it up and find this info, and then go do it, or just forget about it. Like, no need to be all perfectionist about it. Because I'm gonna end the stream now. And we have, like as just discussed, we have so many options for where to continue. I don't think I'm going to do the finger area next just because I kind of want to save it. Like, the finger area seems like it's going to be awesome. So I might want to save it for just a little bit at least. So we'll pick one of the other things to do next time. But there's a lot. This is not a small DLC. And that's awesome. Like, yeah, maybe it's a little sparse. But it's okay. It gives us things to wander and explore. It definitely ain't the worst thing in the world. See you next time.